Alright, everybody, it's 444RR with the next video on 365-day magic challenge. Today's a teacher trick. What's a teacher trick? I'm going to teach you how to do an easy magic trick. This one's been around for ages, so it's not like I'm revealing something that I shouldn't be. This one's been printed up in countless magic books, and I think it's in all those little kid magic books you get from like the dollar store or from the Five Below store. But it's a great trick. It's billed as the world's greatest card trick. It's not really. You'll see some other amazing card stuff throughout the challenge, but that's what the name of it is. So, a special shout out to the Hunter of Magic for doing the trick earlier this week in his challenge videos. I completely forgot about this trick. I completely forgot that I know how to do it. I haven't performed it for a while, but I'm going to start doing the trick again because I think it's really cool. Thanks to Hunter for reminding me that I actually know how to do this trick. So here we go, world's greatest card trick. So for the purpose of this trick, I'm going to have the spectator choose a card, and I'll look at it, but normally I wouldn't look at the card. So the card's the 4 hearts. I cut the cards. I place their card right on top. I complete the cut. I snap, and something's going to happen with your card. Let's take a look at it. I'm going to go through the cards, and let's see if we find something weird with the cards. Can't find anything yet. Let's see. Oh, wait, there's one. That card is red. That's kind of odd. Let me take a look at the red card here, and it is the 4 of hearts. That was your card. Nice. All right, I'm going to try this again. We'll place your card right there. This time, take a look at this bottom card. I'll look at it, too, so I know what it is. 9 of clubs. We're gonna give the deck a couple cuts here. Okay, and I'm going to go through the cards. We'll see if we can find your card. See if we can find it red. Let's see. No, haven't seen any red ones yet. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? It didn't work, so I forgot to snap. I didn't snap. There we go. I'll spread the cards out this time to make this a little faster. And, hey, wait a minute. There's no red card. Wait, it couldn't be, could it? Should I check it? Let me check it. I want to check this one. It's the 9 of clubs. Look at that. It turned into the 9 of clubs. Wow, that's really cool. I like that. And that's the world's greatest card trick. All right. Explanation time. You need a red-backed card and a blue-backed card of the same card. So duplicate cards. One from a red back, one from a blue back. I'm using a blue-backed deck, and you'll have one red-backed card. What you're going to do is you're going to place the blue-backed 9 of clubs on top. You can use any card you want. I just happen to grab the 9 of clubs. You could use any card. Wouldn't recommend using an ace of spades, though, because a lot of people think something's up if you use the ace of spades. So don't use that, but use any other card that you want. Place your red-backed duplicate card right on the bottom. So your setup from top to bottom is you have your entire blue-backed deck. You got your 1 9 of clubs on the bottom, and then right below that is the red 9 of clubs, red-backed 9 of clubs. Okay. So to show the cards, you can spread the cards like this. If you spread the cards like this, don't spread over too far because you don't want to spread over that red back 9 of clubs. If you ribbon spread the cards, don't ribbon spread this way because notice I've just shown the card. What I do if I do a ribbon spread in this trick is I'll put a lot of pressure on the deck as I spread up here. So I'll spread over about spread over about 5 or 6 cards. And notice that you can't see that red card. So if you put a lot of pressure up here and then slowly release pressure, you'll get a nice kind of even ribbon spread up here. Then you got a clump down here. It may look suspicious, but nobody ever catches it. Nobody ever thinks, oh, why is there a huge clump of cards right there? Nobody ever catches that. So it doesn't look weird. Don't worry about it. Or if you're worried about it, you could do a lot of pressure here, spread over about 5 or 6 cards, light pressure, and then a lot of pressure up here. And you could do another clump up here if you wanted to. So you could ribbon spread the cards or fan them out. If you ribbon spread the cards, I normally just have a spectator choose a card. It could be risky, though, because they could go in this little clump down here, and they could spread the cards over by mistake. So I normally will ribbon spread, pick up all the cards, and then I'll do a fan of the cards, and I'll have them choose the card that way. If you fan the cards out, you don't want to fan this way. Fan close to the top, and do a fan slow and wide. What that means is you're going to do a slow fan, but you're going to spread the cards wide like this. They have a lot of cards to choose from. Psychologically, in the spectator's brain, when you do a slow and wide fan like this, they're not going to reach for the bottom half here because you haven't spread out those for them to choose from. Something in people's brains, when you do a slow and wide spread like this, they're like, okay, choose from this where you spread. If they happen to want to reach for the bottom card, all you do is say, everyone wants to choose the bottom card, but I could just easily glance at it and know what it is. So let's choose from closer to the top. And that's a great audience management skill. Alright, so they choose a card. We'll say they choose this one. It's the 4 of spades. You give the cards a cut. I do about halfway. And then you drop their card right on top. And then you drop the rest of the deck that has the 2 9 of clubs right on there. So now your setup is like this. You have a 9 of clubs right here. Then you've got the red back 9 of clubs. Then you have their card. So you spread through the cards. Normally, I just take one card at a time and I thumb them in my hands like this. Now, people sometimes reverse count the cards where they go like this. I don't do that. Normally, I just spread across like this, thumbing over cards, and I do that until you get down to the red card. So we'll say I'm about there, and I keep spreading the cards and I say, let's see if we can find something odd. Spread the cards over. Well, that's kind of odd. It's a red card. Now, this half has the 9 of clubs on bottom. Place that right there. And then you're going to say, let's see what your card is. This is the only sleight of hand you have to do in the trick, which is a double lift. Here's how to do a double lift. You take your thumb and you lift up the red card. Then you lift up the blue card that's right under it. That's going to be the spectator's card right under it. And with your thumb, as you lift up the 2 cards, you kind of just square them up. You just take your thumb and push them forward. But also you have your top fingers on the top of the deck. So that if you didn't, it would go forward like this. So you just kind of square up the cards, and with your pinky, you shove your pinky right in there under the 2 cards. So that's what we call in Magic a pinky break. And you're breaking the cards, so it's easier for you to take both cards and turn them over together. So you take your fingers and you just grab the cards and you turn it over like that. You're really turning over 2 cards, but your spectators think you're only turning over the red card. They only think you're turning over 1. So you turn that over. And a little tip with the double lift. When you do the double lift, don't put a lot of pressure. The weird thing is with a double lift, if you put a lot of pressure on the cards, they're more likely to spread. If you keep a light touch on the 2 cards and turn them over, it's not going to make the cards spread. It's a weird thing how that works. I don't understand how that works. Normally, more pressure keeps stuff from spreading, but in this case, no. So you also get another break, which I got there with the flesh of your thumb or with the flesh of your hand. Notice that the cards are up a little bit. That's going to make it easier to redo the double lift and turn the cards back over. So you show the cards. The spectator's like, "Wow, that's cool," because they think that the 4 of spades is the red card. You turn the cards back over, doing another double lift, and place the cards right there like that. Place the red card right there. Then you say to your spectator, well, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you this card. I'm going to try it again. If they want to reach for this card to look at it, I've had that only happen once when I performed the trick. A spectator tried to reach for the card, and I said, wait, we're going to try it again, though. Don't pick that one up yet. Then you show your 9 of clubs. Place the 9 of clubs, just like that, and cut the cards a few times like this. And you'll say, we'll mix up the card. Now, normally what I'll do is when I'm cutting the cards, when I'm done cutting, I'll casually just gesture with my hands, and I'll turn the cards over like this. The reason being is because if I happen to accidentally cut the 9 of clubs to the bottom, I just want to look, because you don't want the spectator to turn this one over and see another 9 of clubs here. I think that's, so you don't want that to happen. So if your 9 of clubs lands on bottom, I just cut one more time. Okay, so then you do that, and then you say, okay, I'm going to make the cards, one card turn red again. And normally what I do is I will not snap at this point. You can snap and do only one time, but I'll go into my kind of routine that I do. So then I fan through the cards again. I fan through all of them. Oh, there's no red card. Oh, you know what I forgot to snap. And that's a little bit of a joke in my show for my style of performing. I usually go, oh, I forgot to snap. I always got to snap to make it work. This trick will not work if I don't snap. So I'll snap, and then normally to save time after I snap, I'll ribbon spread the cards, make it quicker so I don't have to go through all the cards again. I'll I'll look frazzled, like I'll be like, uh-oh, I did something wrong. There's no red card here. What do I do? What did I do wrong? And then I'm like, no, and then I realize there's a red card on the table. You don't have to perform the trick this way. You can perform it any way you want. I do it this way. I start getting frazzled. I'm like, wait a minute, there's a red card on the table. Wait, it couldn't be. Could it? And then I turn the card over and boom, it's the 9 of clubs. And the spectators go crazy because they're like, wait a minute, that was just the 4 of spades. They get crazy. It's a great trick. This is a really killer trick. The world's greatest card trick is what it's called, but I don't really believe that. But it's a great trick nonetheless. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you tomorrow for the next 365-day Magic Challenge video.